From Concord University in Athens, West Virginia, this is Mountain Lion News.
Hello and welcome to Mountain Lion News. I'm Kiana Johnson.
And I'm Leah Gilpin.
Up next, we have JAKIL SARHIM with Campus Connection.
Concord University will host a wellness fair on Wednesday, October 31st, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., located in the ballroom of Student Center. Bonner Scholars will be selling raffle tickets for a shoe gift card Thursday, November 1st from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at ground floor lobby of Student Center. Last day to drop classes with a grade of a W will be November 2nd, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Wednesday, November 7th, Concord University will share opportunities for studying abroad at Concord University in Fine Arts Building, room A200.
Concord University's Department of Business hosted the 25th Annual Concord Business Challenge earlier this week. Approximately 200 juniors and seniors from West Virginia and Virginia came to the Athens campus to test their knowledge base and to spend the day at Concord exploring the environment. The event began with a continental breakfast, followed by a welcome from Kendra Bogus, the president here at Concord University. Directly after the welcome, the testing began. Participants competed in a variety of business academic competitions, including accounting, finance, economics, computer applications, management, and business math. The event concluded with an awards ceremony where first, second, and third overall winners were announced in each challenge competition. 12 scholarship winners were selected based on their performance. In addition to capturing the event, we also interviewed 2 participants to see what they gained from the event.
I'm Angela Van Horn. I go to Woodrow Wilson High School. I'm a senior, and I just took the business marketing test, and it was good. I would say people should do it. It's a good opportunity for others to win an award. It's overall a good experience, to tour the campus. It's a great campus, so I'd recommend it.
Tony Prout. I'm a senior at Woodrow Wilson High School, and I just participated in the Concord Business Challenge. It was a great experience to tour the campus and get to experience different business tests and to test your knowledge on what you know. I would recommend this to other people. It was a great opportunity and a great chance to learn more.
On October 26th, the Concord and Athens community at large got to enjoy the best part of October here at the Campus Beautiful, when the annual Spooktacular came back to both startle and sing the night away. Spooktacular is a music montage directed and composed by Dr. David Ball of the Music Department, located in the Arts Building on Concord's campus. The October event featured the musically talented students of Concord University, also including a special haunted hall for children or even weak-kneed adults. To enter the haunted hall, all participants were required to sign a waiver before entering. Refreshments and snacks included water, soft drinks, cotton candy, popcorn, and candy were offered in the concession stands, costing $1 each. Admissions for the music show and haunted hallway were $5 per person. If you missed Spooktacular this past Friday, no worries, you can always check out the show next year.
November is National Novel Writing Month, and Student Support Services, or SSS, has found their own way to encourage the Concord community to get a word in. SSS is a federally funded grant program that has been serving Concord University since 1973. They provide qualifying students chances to go on cultural trips, get one-on-one tutoring, attend workshops, and other various opportunities to help students grow educationally and professionally. They are working to notify students of the opportunity to participate in NaNoWriMo, which is an organization that challenges its members to write 50,000 words in the month of October. It is free to sign up for. With the help of SSS, 6 students have already agreed to take on the challenge. For students participating, SSS has created a Facebook group to offer students resources to help them with the writing process and moral support. SSS encourages students to not look at this as another assignment, but as a way to have fun writing even if they don't have to reach their goal. When it comes to what's new at the cinema,
we turn to MLN's in-house movie critic, Cameron White. Cameron?
Thank you, ladies. Hello, and welcome to Roles That Move the Soul. Today I will be reviewing the newest installment to the Michael Myers franchise, Halloween 2018. The newest Halloween is directed by David Gordon Green and stars Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, Judy Greer as Karen Strode, Andy Manichak as Allison Strode, Will Patton as Officer Hawkins, and of course Nick Castle as the boogeyman himself, Michael Myers. This film is an absolute blast as a popcorn munching night out with the most brilliant performance by Jamie Lee Curtis since her Activia commercials. Not to mention that John Carpenter created what is possibly one of the greatest film scores in history. Not to say that the film is perfect, there are some problems in the writing and editing department, but every single time Michael Myers is on screen, the energy in the theater is both euphoric and terrifying all at once. This movie will not be the same if it is watched at home. So please listen to this humble movie critic's opinion and watch it in a packed theater today. That's it for now. This has been Roles That Move the Soul. I'll be back with another review in 2 weeks. Reporting from the MLN studio, back to you.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another update of Concord Sports. Concord football got that sweet taste of victory for the first time at home this season, beating West Liberty 46-33. Concord was led by a huge game from senior linebacker and MEC Defensive Player of the Week Zach Malone, who forced 2 fumbles and snagged an interception in the fourth quarter. Malone said in the postgame that this game, quote, "We finally turned that corner and stuck to our game plan." Senior defensive back Shadlier Shepard also took home MEC honors, receiving Special Teams Player of the Week for a 75-yard punt return for a touchdown. The 2-7 Mountain Lions travel to face a tough Fairmont State team this Saturday. That'll do it here for sports.
Thanks, Riley. Coming up after the break, we have an interview about what's happening in the theater department.
And we'll introduce you to a way to make your own fashion.
Hi, I'm Caleb Marsley, and we're sitting here with Karen Vuranch, the theater professor of the Com Arts Media Department, and as well as the director of the school's Crucible. How are you doing, Ms. Vuranch?
I'm doing great, Caleb.
That's
glad
good.
to be here.
Oh, we're glad to have you. My first question for you is, what inspired you to pick the Crucible for the production?
There were a couple of things that really drew me to the Crucible. First of all, I've always loved the show. We did it when I was in high school, and I thought it was a great show. But it also has political significance for today. It was written in the 50s as a response to the witch hunt and scare of the communism scare of the 1950s and the hysteria that grew out of that. But I think today we're seeing political extremists on both sides escalate the fear in this country, and I think that this can give us a chance to talk about what happens when communities react to information that's inappropriate or wrong or falsely presented, and how do we keep our integrity in the importance of who we are as people.
Yeah.
So I love the play because it's not only about that hysteria and that wrongdoing, it's about redemption. It's about a man finding faith in himself, and so I think it's really a beautiful story.
Of course.
But I also picked the play because it has 20 people in the cast, and I wanted to get as many people on stage as I could.
Oh, yeah.
So that was another goal.
Generous goal, yes. My second question for you is, what has been your favorite part of the Crucible thus far when directing it?
This has been a wonderful play to direct. The language is so rich and so nuanced and deep, and there's so many characterizations you can pull out. So I've enjoyed working with the students, trying to mine those lines and trying to figure out what's inside and what's to bring out the action reaction. We talk about that in acting class a lot. That sense of how do you do this and how do you react to it. So I've enjoyed that part of it the most.
Just getting their natural reaction out of it instead of line memorization.
Right.
Okay. Okay. What have you done differently with Concord's Crucible than other schools would do with their Crucible?
Well, I haven't done too much differently. This is a fairly traditional version of it. I thought about doing it in a modern day costuming.
Oh.
But since I was able to get the costumes rented, we are paying someone to do that. A friend of mine named Susie Sayer, who runs Briar Rose Studios. We're going to go with traditional Puritan 17th century costuming. I've tightened the lines up a little bit. I've cut a few lines out it's a really long show. It's
Yes.
really long, so we're trying to tighten it. I'm trying to get the students to talk at the moments of intensity, to talk over top of each other and really build that intensity. So I'm bringing myself to it, but for the most part, I'm trying to be as faithful to the script as I can.
Okay, wow, well, traditional.
Which I don't always do.
Yes, of course. My last question I have for you is, what is the future for the Concord's theater department? Like, as in terms of the play, the production behind the scenes, or if you have any various interesting classes coming up?
Well, I think the theater department is growing, and I'm very proud of it. I now have 40 students involved. We've got 12 majors and 8 minors, which is a really significant growth in the past 2 years.
Wow.
And we've got a lot of people who are not in majors and minors involved in the theater, which I also love. I love the fact that anyone can be part of this great experience, because that's what makes your college years wonderful, to have an experience like this.
I agree.
So, next semester we'll certainly do a musical, but we have not decided which one. Do not ask me. I have been reading and trying to find musicals, and I'm not sure which one yet.
Okay.
But we'll always have a main stage production, but we'll also have some smaller productions. We're looking at an improvisation troupe that
Wow.
we might perform once a month on campus, maybe do another murder mystery. You were involved in my first murder mystery here.
Yes.
Actually, my second murder mystery.
your
We did
second
it twice.
one. Okay.
So we'll see what will happen. I do want to keep as many people involved as I can. Maybe some readers theater, just some smaller productions that people can participate in. I may never do a program with 20 students again and again.
Yeah.
It's like corralling kittens.
A little
But,
rough.
smaller groups, more productions, smaller productions, I think will be more successful.
Wow, so we have a very interesting future coming up for us.
Yes.
Great, great. Well, that's all the time we have for today. We thank you very much, Ms.
Thank you,
Rance.
Caleb.
Your time is much appreciated. And back to you, ladies.
Now here with her new segment on creating your look is MLN's fashion correspondent, Jasmine Hubbard.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Hubbard with So Cute, and this week I got to interview one of the girls here on campus about her hauntingly beautiful fashion. Let's take a look.
Today joining us is Samantha Texera. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So how would you summarize your fashion and label it?
I've never really thought of labels, but my friends often describe me as the happiest goth you're ever going to meet.
When did you first start getting into goth or just alternative fashion in general?
When I started getting sick in my teen years, I found that I was able to express how I was feeling more through my clothes and my colorings. And it's much easier to hide bruises from pass outs with darker colors and usually longer sleeves and all that stuff that came with the goth kind of style and outlook. Hot Topic is where I get most of my clothes, and a lot of their clothes have pockets, which I'm so mad that a lot of women's clothes don't have functional pockets.
Yes.
So that's always a big thumbs up.
Lastly, could you explain the goth fashion to those who may not know what it is and what it encompasses and all that?
Well, I don't think I can go as general as that. I can tell you what goth means to me, but
Yes.
I think it's just so personal and how you want to express yourself. To me, goth is kind of the more dark and hauntingly beautiful things instead of the more traditionally beautiful. And I love that it's more hauntingly beauty. And I love the softness that also comes with gothic clothing. You don't have to be so harsh.
Yes.
And I hate wearing pants, and a lot of gothic things are dresses or long shirts and all that stuff. So it's just, to me, it's just hauntingly beautiful. That's all I can describe it with.
Well, thanks for meeting with me. Back to you guys.
That's all we have time for on this week's MLN News. I'm Kiana Johnson.
And I'm Leah Gilpin. We'll see you in 2 weeks.